Hey, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help to bring you some clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the messages from your animal spirit guides today. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message? Foundational energy for the collective. Please and thank you. Ooh, you have the boar coming through. So this is you facing any kind of situation that feels like a dilemma or a problem and diving right on in. It's like pulling out the elephant from under the rug, not sweeping something under the rug. It's facing anything that feels like a challenge head on because you're strong enough to do so. It's doing this with confidence and courage. And it's telling you that if you do it this way, if you just have that conversation, if you just knock on that door, make that phone call, whatever it is, lay everything out on the table, that you're going to emerge victorious. But you have to step into your personal power, have the confidence, and face something that maybe you were afraid of facing before. I'm getting that you're not going to be so scared once you start, once you begin. Maybe it's a little bit of a nervous behind the curtain before you step out into the spotlight kind of energy, but I feel like once you step in the spotlight and you begin, you're going to be fine. So let's see what this is all about. For some reason, this neon deck is twinkling today. So let's get a message from the neon deck. What else does the collective need to know about the boar or the pig? You could be the year of the pig, or connecting with someone who is. What is the deeper message on the energy going on right now? Facing these problems head on with confidence and courage for the collective, please and thank you. Ooh, well, maybe it felt like a risk, but it looks like you're gonna emerge victorious if you take this risk. It's all about how you handle the cards that are dealt, how your reaction is, the questions that you ask, what you do with your hand. So it is love that involves a risk. Maybe there's some big changes. Anytime you open up your heart, it's risky, because it involves another person's heart, emotions, and free will. What they might do, what they might not do. So this is taking a chance, and it's also you getting into the position of strength where you're willing and wanting to take a leap of faith, to take a chance. It's sometimes playing with fire, and it's a lot at stake, but it's facing your fears and gambling. So this is knowing when it is just a gamble, I just thought of the gambler, and when it is worth what you will receive in return. What it might bring you. But it's telling you in two of these cards to face your fear. So maybe somebody even around you is getting the courage to speak up, speak the truth of their heart, make changes needed in their life for you and them to have a deep connection. Let's get another card from this deck. Clarity on risk. It looks like you have your ace, though. There's a Christina Aguilera song that says something about pulling the ace, but having that hidden flush. I'm not sure which song that is, but I'll find it and put it below. And when I looked at the clock, it was exactly 4:44. So maybe something in that song. It's really beautiful. Clarity on risk, please. and you're aligned. So if you're in the right alignment, no matter what happens as far as the outcome, you are going to handle it with grace. But it also could be that you are now aligned with the right person or the right position or environment where you can really tap into your intuition to know when something is worth the leap and not. And if you're in alignment, you're going to attract the right people, partnerships, and situations, opportunities in your life that are in alignment with you. So if you're in the energy of fear and doubt, you're going to attract that kind of energy. But it looks like you're looking at something victoriously. You know you're going to win. Or somebody else is looking at you knowing if they get to be with you, they win. So it's aligned with your higher self, harmony, balanced awareness, divine connection. It's not just a normal connection, it's very deep. It's divined by, or it's aligned and orchestrated and protected by divine energy, by God, your angels, everything working out. So it's for the highest and greatest good of all. But sometimes that takes a little strength on your part to step out of your comfort zone. It's also soul expansion and spiritual growth. This is a really big energy. So let's get one more from this deck. What is another card to bring some clarity to the situation going on? Please and thank you. You have a triangle. So there might be some outside energies around you affecting the situation. It's maybe exploring different options. If one option seems a little too risky, then maybe there's a different direction or a different door that you need to knock on. There is one here that's open. So it is being open to different options. It can be a third party. Now that might not connect to all of you, so don't push that puzzle piece in if it doesn't feel like it is fitting for you. But remember, a third party is just an outside influence. That can be a mother, a father, it could be a friend, it could be a job, it could be a way of thinking, it could be another partner, it could be anything. But it's when outside influences are affecting or were affecting what you are aligned to or aligning to. Or it could be that there are outside influences, or maybe one person in particular that are no longer in alignment to you or the person that you're thinking about. Therefore, that piece of the triangle is what's falling away or changing. It's something that possibly has no commitment. It's casual dating or open relationship. So for some of you, you just want to date casually. See who is aligned with you, you know, and worth taking the risk for when you're ready to face something head on. Let's see what this is all about. I'm going to go to the Divine Truth Oracle. Let's see what this is going on. I mean, it is possible if you're facing something head on. Let's just say some of you have just started to date and you're dating somebody that just kind of sees it as casual, but your alignment is telling you that you want something more solid and stable. It's you having the balls to have that big conversation to see if somebody would possibly be in alignment to that. And if they're not, and that's not okay for you, then it's having the strength to move on to something different where you feel in alignment. Everything is going to be a little bit of a risk, especially when your heart is involved. But if that person's answer, even if it's that they're just not quite sure right now until something becomes more solid and stable, and maybe they end up aligning with you, then maybe you're okay with being a little open in the beginning until you feel like something gets more grounded. You never really know until you allow yourself to open that chapter further. And what everybody wants is different. Where everyone is in a partnership or what they're looking for is different. And any connection that you have with someone else is a new dynamic. So let's see. What would be helpful for the collective to know, please, and thank you? The divine masculine. So this is about the masculine energy being aligned. Maybe that's what's taking a risk. And also maybe that they were exploring options before. But the divine masculine is in all of us. It's that pursuer energy. It's that energy that wants to step in the position of power, ground something, supportive, and providing. So it looks like the divine masculine that you're thinking about connecting to or within you is becoming, right now, aware and awakened. And they're hearing a divine calling and ready to take action, protect, and provide. And this is telling you to face your problems head on with confidence, and you're going to emerge victorious. There's also a very masculine energy here. So this is really nice. Whatever the divine masculine energy is around you or inside of you, they are waking up, becoming more solid and stable in what they want to pursue. And I'm getting even deleting options around them, or recognizing who around them could have been in misalignment to where they are now growing towards, and creating some big changes, facing fears, to align with you, or to align what's right, whether that's with you or not with you. So let's see. Clarity on divine masculine, please. Wow. There's definitely a situation going on. So there's definitely an outside party here. At least this is bringing you the awareness right now with what's happening, that there is something outside of the masculine energy that is or was affecting their decisions. Maybe that is no more. We'll pull some cards and we'll definitely find out. There is another energy somewhere, whatever that is. So in some cases, it might be somebody that they're in a relationship, but it's an energy somewhere that is somehow or was affecting or interfering in your connection. It's something that was competing with you. But you can't compete with what you can't compare to. So let's see what this is all about. This message is coming through twice. So let's get another message from the divine truth. What else does the collective need to know? Please and thank you. Tell us more about this other energy. It looks like somebody is a knight in armor. So someone is either protecting you or feeling protected over what they thought was theirs. But this is somebody for you that wants to show you what real love is. Not this non-committal stuff over here, or feeling like they're just sort of like throwing in all their cards. This is somebody who is aligned, awakened, hearing the calling, and wants to come in right with these big flowers like a knight. They want to protect your heart, maybe from any outside energies. Maybe that's why some of you maybe haven't heard from someone in a while, or you're starting to see some big changes in a masculine energy or within yourself, because this is somebody that wants to show you everlasting love, not something that goes away and is non-committal. So there is an energy that is protective here. They want to protect your heart, and it looks like if they're choosing to come towards you, or whoever this is, whenever this is, they want to come towards you in the right energy and in the right vibration. Let's go to the other half of this deck. It's very big, so what else would be helpful for the collective to know, please, and thank you? Yeah, somebody, you're the missing piece. So if they were, trying out different avenues, or different relationships or not ready to take a risk before, this is something worth taking a leap of faith for. If you fit into their heart, if you fit into their soul just right. And I'm not getting it's just one little part of the puzzle. I'm getting it's the entire thing. It almost puts the entire puzzle of their life in order. Feels right. Something just clicks with you. You're my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. Sometimes you have to be with the person that's wrong or with the person that was right for you when you were at a different vibration to recognize more about yourself so that you can be in a different place with who you are becoming and who you're supposed to be towards your next chapter. We have many chapters in our life, and to be in the divine state means you had to go through a lot of crap. You had to go through a lot of like hardships, and you had to experience love. So even if this was another person, it doesn't mean there wasn't love there. But it looks like whatever is changing towards the vibration of you. Clarity for the collective on divine masculine, knight in armor, love triangle, missing piece, risk, alignment, and triangle. And the boar, please, and thank you. Scattered or shattered. So somebody was really confused. Here, they know you fit. Wherever they are here, everything is out of alignment. It's not blossoming and blooming. It's old habits, whatever that is, are breaking down. And a new version of them is being revealed. It definitely looks like somebody wants to come in a new energy, not through their old patterns. I see this as you breaking the mold. And sometimes you really have to hit rock bottom. Have something be completely shattered to realize that you just have to sweep something up and start something new, start with a fresh canvas, or how to put something back together with the right energy and the right tools so it can be built strong. Let's get one more from this deck. One more to clarify all of this energy for the divine masculine. It could be for the feminine energy as well. Let's see what would be helpful to know. Please and thank you. Wow. Guys, this reading. I just say maybe the divine feminine too. It's about both of you. It's not just about a normal relationship. It's where you are both getting in alignment with whatever you've gone through, with wherever you are now, and wherever you're going, and possibly aligning together. Sometimes each of you have to go through situations where you have outside sources, whatever that is. People at your work telling you something, your family telling you something, your partner telling you something. But if this is you discovering that there are people around you or a person around you that aren't in alignment with where you want to go, and you found the missing piece that you can just see building a future together, then it has to come together in the right vibration. Now you got the divine feminine. You're a goddess who's healed me and transformed me to my higher self. Sometimes this is done together, and sometimes it needs to happen apart, especially if there's huge changes in either of your lives. Because there will probably be big changes when you come together too. This is huge elevation that happens because of each other, because of somebody else. Wow. I didn't expect all that. So I brought this deck and I haven't used it in a long time, but I feel like today is the day to use it. It's Confessions of a Soulmate. So let's get one confession and do a little bit of tarot and get a little clarity on the energy going on. What's going on, guys? I mean, anybody that you're connecting to or will, any message that comes through is coming through because it's allowed and desired by a soul to a soul from the deepest levels of energy that you're connected to. Anything that you are not supposed to know won't come in, and anything that comes through comes through to bring that energy, attention, and healing back to you, so you know what to do with what you can do, not to control anybody else. Everybody has free will. Everybody elevates to that divine energy in their own timing. And it always depends on, I'm having trouble talking all of a sudden, so maybe it is a lack of communication, or somebody doesn't know how to put all of this into words. It is hard to communicate what's going on with all this and what you feel in your heart, especially if it's that deep. But once you really get in alignment, that conversation does come through. Those words come out. The emotions are felt. The message is heard and received. Let's get one Confessions of a Soulmate, please, for the collective. Forgive. Somebody wants your forgiveness. Maybe there were weird words. Maybe they wish they were more in alignment with you. What they said, what they did not say. They didn't grow fast enough. They didn't have the kahunas to face something head on, to face parts about themselves. It could also be you wanting somebody else's forgiveness, hoping they see your perspective, where you're coming from, what you had to handle, what was going on around you, listening to the right people, listening to the wrong people, listening to anybody but your own heart. So let's see, the forgiveness is, I hope you will forgive me for all the things I've done and the pain which I caused you. But believe me, my love, that was not my intention. I don't think that somebody intended to hurt you. I feel like if anything, somebody was trying to protect you. And if there was weird things that happened, it was just old karmic patterns and cycles and habits that you don't break out of right away. It takes time to break out of that. It takes being in alignment, and it's a process. I know I've hurt you pretty badly with my words and actions, but I am truly sorry, my love. Somebody is really sorry, like from the depths of their soul. And I don't know why I looked at that card and heard the song Slow Hands, maybe because of the hands, because that's a really sassy song, but I don't think the lyrics are anything that has to do with that energy. And I auto shuffled, which means we need to hear one more message. So one more message. Confessions of a Soulmate, please and thank you. Communication. I just said something about communication. So somebody's looking at their phone. They don't know how to send a text. They don't know how to make that phone call. They don't know how to put in words what they are feeling quite yet, but they're figuring it out. Maybe that's you. Looking at your phone, hoping you get a message, not sure how to communicate. Somebody wants to reach out to you. Maybe it was that first thing I saw, that once you get started, it'll be fine. But it's that getting started, the butterflies that you get when you're behind the curtain before you get in the spotlight. That's the hard time. That calm part of that, you know, the calm but butterfly kind of energy before something is presented. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. So if you put somebody on hold, they're really hoping that you respond well. You give them another chance. It could be that you reconnect in the exact, you know, puzzle piece kind of energetic connection that you had, but I still feel like it's going to be different. Instead of those puzzle pieces being, where are they? Kind of flat and 2D, I somehow see them as 5D, as something that spins as a whole, not just a flat surface. I don't know why I saw those things, like when you look at the apps and they say you could take this picture, do you want to make it look 3-dimensional? And all of a sudden it makes you feel like you're you can see the whole spectrum of where you are instead of something just on a flat surface. I kind of see that. You can see a totally different spectrum on maybe the same surface of a person, but I'm getting that you're going to get some deep communication. You just have to be open to it, open to hearing somebody's perspective or position, hearing where their heart was coming from or what they had to go through. And it could also be you when you are ready to communicate to someone, hoping that they forgive you. It can go both ways. So let's go into the tarot, see what is going on here. What's happening today, guys? I hope this is helping you be a little more clear with the energy. And just remember, it might be just one little message in this reading that brings clarity to you. It might not be the whole reading. And if parts of this reading don't make sense to you, don't force that puzzle piece to fit where it doesn't fit. The message is for somebody else. So what is the tarot message on the energy happening, please and thank you? What is this? Hold on, they're tiny. What is it? Oh, it's the Eight of Cups. Yes, somebody has to leave something behind, had to go into this vast desert because these cups dried up. Whatever situation this is. So you or someone else had to or has to leave something where it wasn't feeling fulfilling anymore. It wasn't filling up your cups. And this is where it feels a little weird because it's someone that put time, attention, and love into something that at one point they wanted to see it build and grow. And it stopped. It stopped feeling right. Whatever that is. That partnership, that environment, that workplace. But this is something that can be returned to. When this person takes this long journey across the dry desert, they end up reaching their Nine of Cups, which is your wish come true. And it's not just a wish, it's wishes, where you can savor all of these wishes and they keep this overflowing abundance in your life. But once you discover that, when you go back to whatever territory or thing this was you or someone else was building before, you've changed. They've changed. Therefore, how they react and what they do with that old situation is just different. It looks different. It feels different. They see it different. Not better or worse, just different. But if this person is going to the place, or you're going to where you're heading towards your wish come true and feeling aligned, everything in alignment in your life feels right. Therefore, however you handle any of these past situations is going to be a different way, and it's going to be with grace and dignity that you may not have handled it in the past, or they may not have handled it in the past. Upside down, it's sticking around waiting for this dry desert to fill up these cups, and there's no water or emotion in sight. There's no fountain of abundance to put all of those cups. And it's refusing to leave it behind because you keep thinking of all the energy you already put into it, but not about all the potential you have for the future, or they have for the future, or where there can be this oasis, where there can be bigger possibilities than those dreams they had in the past. Clarity on the Eight of Cups, please and thank you. And this is where the soulmate comes. This is where you rise above the situation, where it feels like Candyland. This is somebody coming back from the past. This is both potentially sassy love, but usually platonic and always innocent, pure love. This can be connecting to children, to younger energies, but it's where you feel like a child. You heal childhood wounds. You take things that happened to you when you were younger, and you switch it around because of that experience, and you make it better for you in your future. This could be a person you meet, and it just feels like you've always known each other. Your souls just know each other, and you don't know how or why this person is different, why they make you feel like a kid, why they elevate your soul in a different way, take you over these mountains that were almost like blocks, and take you to this oasis, this valley here. Make you feel centered. It's nostalgia, so it could be that somebody is really heavily thinking about you, wanting to have more memories, had to come back, but it's taking all of these memories that might be fuzzy and nostalgic and recreating new ones. You're never going to relive exactly a memory from the past, but you can make more. And if this is anybody coming back from the past, communicating with you, how can you make your experiences new and better and different and wonderful and elevated and grounded at the same time? Clarity on the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups, please, and thank you. There are two people here too. Sometimes I also see the Six of Cups as somebody bringing you a gift. You have this Nine of Pentacles. So this is success with who you are. So maybe this all circulates back around when it's ready to, when you or someone else leaves what was no longer working behind and you get to work on yourself. That's where you start. This is feeling proud of the things that you have around you, the abundance that you have, doing something independently. Sometimes it's success in a home business or your own business or a project that you're working on. It's making beauty in your surroundings, in your home, in your garden. It's making your life beautiful and feeling really comfortable where you are. This is giving yourself space to be okay and happy with yourself in your own company. Upside down, it's not sharing. It's having all this abundance and lavish energy around you and having nobody to share it with. So in the meantime, maybe it's sharing it with the right people you vibrate with, or going out and meeting somebody new and you know, inviting them back home for tea or, you know, wine or something like that. Because this cat even looks a little sad. There's two cups here and only one cat. It's like they made a sandwich and they don't even want to eat it. But first, you have to be happy in your own company. Proud of yourself for what you've accomplished. And I do feel like you do have company coming. It's pretty soon. So let's see. One more message. Clarity on the Nine of Pentacles. That's grounding your own energy. Working on something that you feel proud of. And it looks like you're going to, once you feel good in your own energy, this person feels good, you are going to have communication. There is going to be a trip or a journey. Any kind of communication here is not going to be the same as it was. This is learning from your lessons, leaving the baggage on the shore, taking just what you need on that boat, and heading towards a new journey, a new emotional situation, new territory that you don't know quite everything about yet, but you know how to put on your sails. If there's any kind of storm, you know how to navigate the storm better. Upside down, it's knowing in order to get that boat to move that you got to pull up the anchor or untie it to the dock, and you wonder why it's not getting anywhere. It's knowing better and not doing it. It's not learning all of those lessons, but it's just taking with you what you need. You don't have to put all of the baggage in the boat. Once you learn the lesson, you can let something go and do it a different way. Let's just get one more to bridge the Six of Swords. All of these are minor arcana as well. So all of these energies are in your personal control of how you work with the energies. Is there a bridge between the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups, please? What is the bridge? The bridge is the Four of Cups. The bridge is recognizing an opportunity when it comes. This is my want card, and I don't know how this is the bridge. This is just not exciting. It's somebody just standing out there, contemplating, looking at the cups that weren't filled, but there's usually one thing brought into this person's world that is that window of opportunity. It's just not where they're looking. You have to look higher. You have to look in a different place. You have to change where your mindset is so you see this divine gift in your life. Or this person has to first be ready, willing, able and in the right mindset, the right energy to see it. Otherwise, it can be handed by a big angel to you, but if you don't believe it's for you, or if you don't believe or know that there's even something there and look a different way, you're not going to see it. You can walk by this back and forth every day 4,832 times until something changes, snaps you out of it, and makes you look up or over or at something in a different way. But once you see it, you don't unsee it. You grab hold of it. So it could be that somebody is contemplating, just not quite in any kind of energy. It's like MEH, meh. So you have to get out of this meh energy to see the opportunity. Here, it's when you flip something upside down, your energy has changed, and I feel like it's you see the opportunity. You decide to take the chance. You decide that something is worth the risk. You might have to climb up something, find the way up, find the bridge, find the ladder, create the ladder, but it would be worth it. So let's get one more from a different deck. What is one more tarot, but from something different? This is the Cosmic Cycles, just to bring a little more clarity to this reading. Let's ask about I kind of want to ask about the outside energies, but I don't feel like they're going to really be prominent in your energy in the future. And I don't like to draw attention to the energies that aren't in your direct high vibrational state. But let's just get an idea of the outside energies. You have the Knight of Cups. So it could have been that somebody came across as the Knight in shining armor, that they were going to fully pull up. You know, it's like the bartender here. Like they were going to fill up that cup. But if you have that energy where it was really dry, it's almost like they filled up the cup with the wrong ingredients. But if this is just an energy you need to know about, this is a knight that is wanting an experience upside down. It's not really the knight in shining armor. It's the knight that comes in, offers all of the emotions, and then rides away. Or doesn't know how to open their heart to anything that's new. Only opens their heart to that same favorite drink, that same favorite energy that they thought they knew best. What if one of these other energies is way better and their new favorite, but they never tried anything different? It's usually Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is somebody that wants to be in a relationship. It's somebody who's usually pretty romantic and wants to open their heart, but they need more experiences and they need to connect to the right person. Where their vibration is the perfect like mixture of ingredients, to not feel overindulgent or dry. Here you have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is always going to turn. When it stops, are you going to get on or are you getting off? But when it turns, you need to find your center. That's the place where you're not going to be thrown off. You feel like you're being smushed underneath. And no matter how the wheel turns, whether you're at the top of your game, whether something's not really working out so much, if you are in your center and grounded, maybe you take yourself off of the hamster wheel. If it felt like something in your life was just cycles of going around and around and around, and maybe it's you getting grounded and stepping into new territory and going on a journey using that vigilance, courage, and confidence to walk your own path. Or somebody has figured out how to get off that wheel and make that fortune work for themselves. Maybe towards you, maybe on their own, maybe with somebody else that they choose. because there's always free will. But when Wheel of Fortune comes into play, it's something coming into play to get you on the path of your destiny. Trying to find that other divine, that divine masculine energy is hiding. I don't know where it went. Maybe something is coming out of hiding. If this is meant to be and protected by God, it will be. If you let something go and it comes back, then it's meant to come back. If it's meant to bring you independence on your own, and there is another divine, feminine, masculine balance out there that is better suited for the higher and greater good of everybody, then that's what's going to happen. But it's having faith, being in alignment with yourself, and that's when the right thing will come to you. That's where you feel like everyday fortune is on your side. Let's get one more message from the universe. Has your back. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. If you're interested, I'm doing a little contest for a free private reading. All you have to do is like the video and add your favorite emoji in the comments, maybe a word of inspiration, and I am taking all of those names and filling this up. Once it gets filled, I will send a private link to one winner for your own personal reading. And if you guys like this idea, maybe it's something I will continue to do. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you so much. Let's get one message from the universe. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. You have this dragonfly. You can fly whatever way you want. They're like the little helicopters of the insect kingdom. Straight up, hover, backwards, whatever you want. You will be directed to every situation, person, and environment that will be in the best alignment with where you are on your path, the lesson that you're on, and really being involved and centered in every moment. And with that, I bid you adieu. Mwah. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.